You're listening to Feel Good Astrology with Louisa Tanner-Munson. To request a reading with Louisa, go to www.feelgoodastrology.com.
Welcome back. It's Louisa Tanner-Munson from Feel Good Astrology, and I've got another 5-minute forecast this time for Aquarians in the month of March. So Aquarians, I'm guessing you're looking forward to this moment where Saturn moves out of your sign and into the next sign, which is taking place on the 7th, which is also the day of a full moon. It's likely to really resonate in quite a strong way. I mean, I always think that, when planets change signs, the more personal planets, the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus and Mars, we really do feel that switch. With the slower moving planets, we don't necessarily feel the switch from one sign to another straight away. However, there has been that sort of feeling of the rumblings. Saturn has quite a slow and sort of heavy feeling. So I think as Saturn moves out of your own sign and into the sign of Pisces, things are going to lighten up a little bit. I'm quite excited for you. Now, actually, before that happens, we've got Mercury going into the sign of Pisces too. And it feels like, in this month ahead, especially early on, it really feels like all of your energy is into your finances, all the resources that come into you, what you can generate yourself, but also how you value yourself. It's very much about your values. And in fact, the gift of Saturn, the gift of Saturn, yes, right. the feeling of the gift of Saturn over these next couple of years is it's really getting you to be very serious about what you earn and to find financial security. This is your challenge. I mean, this could be the time when you actually realize you can be financially secure and that you realize what it is that hasn't gone well, and you realize what you need to do differently. So I really think that Saturn's going to have quite an impact here. It's going to help you get organized because your finances tend to be quite cyclical. So this should help you get some more routine. Now, on the day of the full moon, which is on the 7th, the full moon is in the 8th house, and it's all about the matters of everybody else and their values and their ideas and how intimate you can be with them. Now, with the full moon there, it's likely that any intimacy is going to get a little bit OTT. The 8th house really brings up things like blame, shame, guilt and anger. So it's almost like as you're getting closer and closer, you're actually starting to trigger each other. You're actually starting to get a bit too close, and then all of a sudden all these awkward emotions come out. So I would watch out for that on the day of the full moon, on the 7th. If you are feeling a little bit triggered, it's just important to take a little bit of time away, just step away and just say, hang on, this isn't for me right now. 1 sec, I'll be back in a minute, and just go and get your composure, and maybe not spend time with people that are as intimate as to know what's really going on in your life, in terms of the ins and outs of it. It might actually feel more comfortable for you to be around people that don't yet know you well enough to put a whole ton of difficult to meet expectations on you. Anyway, that's just, I might be projecting my own stuff into that, thinking about it. On the 16th, then we've got Venus moving into a very harmonious place in your chart, which I think is going to be very useful. You're going to be feeling a lot more at home and definitely feeling a lot more creative and loving and peaceful. It feels like you're finding resources and solutions at just the right time. And then from the 19th, we've got this kind of interesting run of energy as Mercury goes into the sign of Aries. We've got the sun going into Aries, and then finally we've got the new moon in Aries on the 21st. That's the 19th, 20th and 21st in that order. Now, this energy is really starting to ignite and awaken the way you communicate with people and the way you get a sense of influence with others. I really feel like you're actually going to be quite powerful without realizing it. There's a lot going on with you, and you're not always that obvious to spot. I mean, yes, you have an original kind of energy signature, but you're not you're not jumping up and down like Donkey in the film Shrek going, pick me, pick me, pick me. You know, you're normally a little bit more relaxed, a bit cool. And so actually I'm seeing in this next month ahead, you've got a chance to really push yourself forwards and to dazzle people with the ability that you have to really hold conversations and hold them fast and in quite a furious and quite direct and quite independent way. So I see this as being a bit of a new start. You're taking action very much close to home, and you're sparkling as you're doing it. So anyway, that's a little bit of a heads up for this month ahead. Hope that was useful for you, Aquarius. And if I can be of any further help, then just give me a shout. Lots of love. Bye for now.
To request a reading with Louisa, go to www.feelgoodastrology.com.